you can take my word to the bank. An investment in P1 Group can never go wrong.
Hello, amazing viewers. Welcome to Eastern Showcase. You know how we do it. We reveal the realities of real estate. And today we have an amazing guest with us. This is a woman who has journeyed into real estate from the scratch, so she could tell you after every experience she went through that she is qualified to be here today. And I speak of no other person than...
Thank you very much. My name is Mrs. Tina Chike, MD P1 Pristine. P1 Pristine is one of the many affiliates of P1 Group. P1 Group happens to be a real estate company that has been in existence for over 13 years now, with many affiliates spanning across the country.
Wow, that's amazing. Good to have you. So, I won't be wrong if I say welcome to Port Harcourt.
Yes.
Okay. We know that P1 is one of the major real estate company now in Nigeria because it has gone across all the states, if I'm not mistaken. So, Ma, can you walk us through what is real estate? What is P1? Tell us about P1 Real Estate Company, what they do, how long they've been in this business.
Okay, P1 is more than a real estate company. It's an empowerment company. P1 has empowered a lot of people, including myself. I started with P1 as what we call PBO, which many people refer to as realtors or marketers. When I joined P1, I was looking for how to survive. I was looking for a means of livelihood, right? And then someone introduced me to P1. I came to P1 knowing nothing about real estate.
Wow.
And then P1 took me through many, stages of training, teaching me how to, I learned the rope from P1, and then I became a marketer. Then I became not just a marketer, a seasoned marketer.
Wow.
I actually joined P1 in 2021. 4 years after I became an affiliate. I now have an affiliate with P1. The name of my affiliate is P1 Pristine, and I have over 10 staff under me that I am paying salaries. And then I have a lot of realtors, PBOs that I have groomed under me, empowered to become, marketers as well.
So without P1, there will be no
P1 Pristine. And P1 also happens to have many affiliates, over 67 affiliates.
Wow.
Of us, and we are there all over the country, in over 30 states of the country. I'm talking about centers, I'm talking about affiliates,
Okay, Ma, you made mention of being an affiliate P1 Pristine. So can you please walk us through the journey? How did you get from being a marketer to an affiliate company?
Okay, it's all thanks to Dr. Gosino and P1 Group. Like I said, I started as a PBO, a P1 business owner, like every other person. And when I came on board, I was like a fish out of water. And before I even came, I was struggling with my finances. I was struggling on how to, make ends meet and all of that. I had tried so many, businesses. None of them worked. Wow. So I was introduced to P1. I came on board, and I liked what I had. I was introduced to their business model, and it kind of suited what I needed, right? So they not only gave me a platform, I was trained, I kept coming for training, and then I heard about the empowerment program, that Dr. Gosino was doing, how he was encouraging, helping Nigerians, Nigerian youth, men and women alike. If you're between the ages of 21 and 60, he would encourage you to, join real estate one way or the other. And then I started learning the ropes, and then I joined P1 in 2021. 4 years later, that was last year, I became an affiliate.
Just within 4 years?
Within 4 years.
Wow.
I was groomed, I was trained, and I was determined, to become, and he gave me that platform. I'm not the only person that has benefited from Mr. Empowerment.
Okay.
There are so many other affiliates, under Mr. Empowerment program. And currently, one of his programs, one of his agenda, to assist and empower the youth. Here in Port Harcourt, we have over 250 persons, Nigerians, employed to work under P1 Max Group.
Wow, that's massive.
And these people are undergoing trainings, and it's happening here in Port Harcourt, it's happening in Asaba, it's happening in Enugu, it's happening all over the country. I don't know how he gets his strength and resources, but then he's doing it, he's determined to do it.
Yeah.
So that's Mr. Empowerment.
Yeah, I think one of the things that motivates him to be this liberal with his knowledge, because it's not every CEO that you see sharing their knowledge.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter, like they got it from the street.
Yes.
I think it's because of the experience he had.
Yes.
Yeah.
Coming from a very humble background.
Exactly.
And it has kept him that way. When you meet him, you wouldn't even know that he controls.
I've met him before.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, with what you've said so far, it's obvious that P1 really understands the importance of human resources. He's not hoarding his knowledge and his strategies as well. He's spreading across so everybody can partake, right?
Yes.
Okay, so having grown with P1 so far, what are the challenges that this company, because right now P1 is not just a company, it's a household name.
Yes.
And every eyes and every mouth is on it and seeing it. So what do you think are the challenges that this company has faced so far?
There is no success without challenges.
Exactly.
And P1 has been a success story. Let me just digress a bit by telling us how this company started. It was started by a couple, Dr. Mrs. Jane Onwumere and Dr. Augustine Onwumere, right? And they stumbled into real estate when they were passing through, when they were grinding, going through challenges of life, and then they stumbled into real estate. Real estate helped them, saved them, and they decided that they were going to use their experience to help other Nigerians. And that's what they have been doing so far, And because P1, has succeeded, I would say it does not go without challenges. One of the challenges every real estate company faces is that a land can be so genuine when you go after you have done your due diligence and all of that. Then from nowhere, you see troubles coming up, right? So sometimes you're in possession of a land, you're selling a land, you're having issues with allocation because somewhere between along the line, some family members may not agree, or there will be communal crises and all of this. All of these are unforeseen. You don't get to see them from the beginning. But the beautiful thing is that a company that is as reputable as P1, we have what we call deed of assignment. And in that, one of the clauses of the deed of assignment is indemnity clause. And what indemnity clause does for you or any subscriber is that it secures your property. So even when the company is going through these challenges, you still they are under obligation to make sure that your property is secured, right? It's safe. If they can no longer give you your property, they are under obligation to pay you back. And this is what the company has been doing, since, over time, because you cannot throw away a company of over 13 years with many affiliates, with many staff, over 1 million staff that is under the company, with many subscribers, right? So you just have to find a way of solving these issues, and that is what P1 has been doing.
Yeah, I think I buy from your idea, because if it's not actually genuine, it wouldn't have lasted this long.
Sure.
So for it to stand the test of time, it means that these are challenges that every other company can experience.
Of course.
And because it's P1 doesn't make it different.
An exemption, yes. And these things are not premeditated. We never plan for it. They're actually a loss to the company, because in as much as the company is under obligation to pay back, question is who pays back the company, right? So it's a huge loss.
Okay, now I understand, but let me come from the aspect of the client or prospective client. Now, we are certain that these are challenges that companies like this can face. As a client who is looking to buy, what would you tell me are the steps taken to mitigate, even if we cannot totally avoid these challenges? What are the steps the company is taking to mitigate these problems from reoccurring or escalating to this point?
Well, it's the same steps that we've been taking. We do our due diligence. Now, let me point out something. So you may have the percentage of people who fall victim to these things, or the percentage of properties that fall victim to this are very, very minimal.
Okay.
We have so many subscribers who have been, successfully allocated, who don't have any issues, right? So it's the same due diligence that we take every time that we have a property. We do the same due diligence. Like I said earlier on, these things are unforeseen. They are not premeditated. You won't see a property that is in contention and go and buy, right? Because you're the one, it's a company that suffers the loss. So we're still in the business of doing due diligence to ensure that most of these problems are reduced to the barest minimum.
Yeah, that's actually amazing. Looking at Dr. Augustine Onwumere's profile, it's obvious that he's a philanthropist, and he goes by the name Mr. Empowerment. Yes, I was at his program in Port Harcourt last month, where some persons actually made away with some gifts. Yeah, I saw them. I was actually there. Then currently, a program is running in Port Harcourt. And personally, I'm wondering how, regardless of what is going on, regardless of the economy, this man is still willing to spread the love, to spread his knowledge. I am currently aware that there is 90 days training and recruitment going on in Port Harcourt for those interested in P1.
You're very, very correct.
I can't help but ask, what could be the motivation for this company? Because with the way things are going, these are not things that we see every day.
Okay, let me tell you a bit about the program. Yes, so currently we have over 250 individuals that have been gainfully employed by P1 Mass Group. And these individuals, we have concurrent program back to back. In fact, that's why I'm here, as one of the facilitators, right? And we have people from Lagos, Asaba, Abuja, coming to run this program. The aim is to empower Nigerians. And that is why Dr. Augustine Onwumere is called Mr. Empowerment. He's not, no matter what is going on around him, he's still in the business of fulfilling that ministry of empowering people.
That's amazing.
So you have these 250 persons going through this training. They are being fed every day that they come. They go home with value, and you can see the smiles and the joy in the faces of these people. And that is what keeps Dr. Augustine Onwumere going.
That's amazing. Apart from the snacks they get during the lectures and the value they get in classes, so I'm aware that there is a monthly stipend.
Yes. Yes.
That's
why I
really
said
powerful.
gainfully employed.
Okay, sorry, Ma, we would have to go a little personal. As a woman in the real estate company, how do you manage the family, the work? Just like now, you're all the way here in Port Harcourt from Enugu. What's the journey like? And what would you be saying to other ladies looking forward to venture into this business?
Well, I carried my family along from the word go. You know, like when I started newly, I was juggling between school runs, you know, going for marketing, coming for training, and all of that.
Wow.
And well, real estate industry makes it easy for you because it's an entrepreneurial program. It's a business you can do, you know, that fits you. You can work it into your family chores, you know, carry everyone along. Like what I used to do was like when my children were still going to school, I would take them to school. From school, I'll go to the office, come for my training, go for my marketing and all of that. Then when it's time for me to go for school runs, I go pick them up from school. I will go home. I'm close for the day. So I face my family. So that is what it gives you freedom, you know, to work at your pace and at your pace.
Being everywhere at the same time, trying to figure out everybody's okay.
Yeah.
It's just so amazing. Nobody as the songwriter says, I wonder if God is a woman, because who does all of these things? Before we wrap it up, what is your word of advice to people who are looking forward to invest in P1 company?
I would say this, and you can take my word to the bank.
And cash it.
And cash it, right? P1 Group is a trusted real estate company. And an investment in P1 Group can never go wrong. Will never go wrong. Has never gone wrong.
So we have come to the end of this show. And just as our line, it's always revealing the realities of real estate. With us, everything comes to limelight. So we are going to call it a wrap for today. Don't forget, this is Eastern Showcase, the only real estate media in the heart of Nigeria. And I am your host, Irene Ugochi. See you some other time. Bye.